We touched on pop culture a little bit when we talked about some sort of hidden entertainment being created that people stop caring about being AI or human. I'm curious about sports. What impact do you think AI will have on professional sports? Do you see it mainly being player longevity from medical advances, or do you think it could get way out there and players are controlling virtual versions of themselves with some sort of bodysuit to lower injury risk?
Sports is a useful lens because it exposes where humans still demand embodiment. I'll separate what is likely, what is plausible but constrained, and what is structurally unlikely. 1. Where AI will have major impact, quietly, player longevity and availability. This is the most certain domain. AI will optimize training loads, predict injury risk earlier, personalize recovery protocols, extend prime years marginally, not indefinitely. The effect is not superhuman athletes. It is fewer catastrophic losses and longer relevance curves. Fans will notice fewer what-if careers, stars lasting longer at a high level, less randomness from preventable injuries. This feels boring, but it reshapes leagues. Strategy, preparation, and adaptation. AI already influences play calling, opponent modeling, lineup optimization, in-game decision support. The shift ahead is speed and granularity, not novelty. Human intuition will still matter, but the baseline competence of teams rises. This compresses advantage. Margins shrink. Execution becomes more visible than planning. Scouting and development. AI changes who gets seen. Pattern detection across massive amateur datasets. Late bloomers identified earlier, bias reduced in some areas, amplified in others. This alters pipelines, not the spectacle. 2. Where AI changes sports culture, not bodies. Refereeing and adjudication. This is a cultural fault line. AI-assisted officiating will reduce obvious errors, increase consistency, eliminate some forms of controversy, but controversy is part of the product. Leagues will selectively preserve ambiguity because outrage drives engagement, debates sustain fandom, perfection reduces narrative tension. Expect hybrid systems, not total automation. Performance transparency. AI will make it harder to hide. Fatigue, injury severity, decline curves. Fans will know more than athletes want them to. This changes how legacy is discussed. Myth erodes. Data replaces folklore. That will feel uncomfortable. 3. The virtual athlete question. Important distinction. Players controlling virtual versions of themselves with bodysuits. This idea misunderstands what sports are for. Professional sports are not primarily about skill expression optimization spectacle alone. They are about risk-bearing bodies under constraint. That is the core contract. Why full virtual substitution won't replace real sports? If injury risk is removed, physical consequence is abstracted, embodiment becomes optional, then the activity stops functioning as sport and becomes competition simulation, e-sport adjacent entertainment, which already exists and coexists without replacing sports. Fans do not tune in just to see outcomes. They tune in to see what a real body can endure. That demand does not disappear. Where virtualization will expand training and rehearsal, fan participation modes, hybrid esports leagues, athlete-controlled digital twins for branding and experimentation. These grow alongside sports, not instead of them. 4. The hard boundary. AI will not cross easily. Sports is one of the last domains where physical limitation is the point. Injury risk is meaningful. Randomness is celebrated. Decline is narratively essential. I can optimize around that. It cannot remove it without breaking the form. That is why sports will feel more conservative than art or media. 5. The deeper pattern. AI pushes systems toward efficiency, safety, predictability. Sports resist complete efficiency because inefficiency creates drama, fragility creates meaning, risk creates heroism. Leagues will adopt AI until it threatens that balance, then stop. Not for ethical reasons, for commercial and cultural ones. Final framing. AI will not turn athletes into avatars piloting risk-free bodies. It will stretch careers, sharpen preparation, expose limits earlier, compress competitive margins. Sports will remain one of the clearest places where human embodiment is non-negotiable. That is precisely why people will continue to care about them in an increasingly mediated world. If you want, next we can explore whether fans will ever accept AI-assisted athletes as less authentic, how sports differ from art in tolerating mediation, or why sports may become more culturally important as other domains virtualize. Proceed where you want.